It's not a usual thing where I'd invite a strange man into my bed. Hello, my name is Mike Goldman, and welcome to On the Mic. The man sitting, lying, lounging next to me is none other than male escort Hamish James.
Hey Mike, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad.
So just in case you're wondering, no, we're not about to shoot a porno or anything like that. This isn't your workspace, but it's actually my workspace, my workbench. My playground, if you will, although the rides here are quite short. And you contacted me on my Instagram, not because you're looking for work. You don't actually do dudes. You only date girls. Is that right?
Yes, this is true. But I also see couples too. So
you do a bit of couple therapy.
Yeah, a bit of couple therapy.
Man, I've got so many questions. The only contact I've ever had with a male prostitute was watching Juice Bigelow, Male Gigolo, and that's probably one of my most favorite movies. So I have questions. So
you have some high standards for me to follow up to.
So he contacted me and said, "Hey, it's a good thing you're doing the Mongol Rally, raising money for the Charlie Teo Foundation," and he offered his services.
Yep.
His services to go up for auction to raise money for charity. So I don't know if this has ever been done before. Have you ever been auctioned before?
No, but I don't know. I've seen it in a movie here and there when they have like a bit of a charity thing going on.
Wow.
And
it's funny, my blindfold's here that I sometimes sleep in. Now I'm actually in bed with a male gigolo blindfold. It just got weirder, didn't it? Okay. Oh no, Mum, I'm sorry if you're watching this. So anyway, yeah, I'm doing the Mongol Rally, London to Mongolia, streaming it live on Twitch, doing a fundraiser at the Bondi Public Bar, which is tonight, and you're going to be auctioned off. We've already had bids coming in from ladies out there saying that they'd like to get your services. So let's start from the very beginning, okay? I want to know where you went to school, where you're from, and I want to know where you were a ladies' man, and when did you first decide that you had this incredible talent for being a male escort, a gigolo?
Just
a gigolo. Everywhere I go, you know the words. People know the part I'm playing.
No, I don't know the words.
Great song, David Lee Roth.
I'll have to check it out. I grew up in Canberra, and then
you thought this is fucking boring. I need to do something interesting.
Exactly. So I left Canberra. And I went to Melbourne, and
I'm in Canberra. So there's two main jobs here in Canberra. There's prostitution, and there is a politician.
Well, I used to be a tradie, so there's
tradie. Okay.
The tradies were around as well. So
you're not a prostitute. It's something completely different. So you went to school in Canberra and decided to move to Melbourne. And when did it dawn upon you that you had a way with the ladies? Was it at school, or when you moved away from Canberra to?
I know a lot of my mates were girls, so it sort of clicked a little bit. So
get along better with girls than you do guys?
Nah, I get along with everyone really, but
he's just a friendly bloke.
Yeah, just friendly dude. So yeah, I don't know, fell into it a little bit. So I was seeing someone, and then it ended up turning into something that wasn't a relationship. It turned into something a little bit on a different side. So
this is the first one.
The first one.
The first time when you went, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing a job here when I'm hanging out with this woman, making her feel good.
No, not so much like that. It was more like she wanted something that wasn't a relationship, and then it went from that into pretty much what I do now. So
this is the first one.
Yeah.
Because obviously the first experience went well, because that made you think, hey, I reckon there's something in this. I could make a buck out of this.
Yeah, well, actually, a mate said to me, they're like, why don't you do it professionally?
But did he do it as well?
It was a chick. She did.
Oh, so she was an actual full-blown prostitute?
Yeah, she was an escort.
Okay, cool. Yep. You guys hate that word, prostitute?
Oh, I don't know. It depends on the context.
Sounds like
depends who says it. I don't know. Just if it's in I don't know. Escort's like quite a nice way to say it.
How do you describe yourself if someone says, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" and you feel like
escort,
you want to tell them?
Gigolo. I just say gigolo because I don't have to really say anything else because everyone's saying Juice Bigelow.
Well, Juice Bigelow pretended to be a fish tank cleaner, or I think he was. And
then he turned up into a gigolo.
Fishy. Have you ever pretended to be something else? Like someone's asked you to come over dressed as a tradie because you used to be a tradie, or have you ever said, I'm a ride technician at SeaWorld or something like that?
Yeah, well, what happened was I was actually still working as a tradesman for a while. So every now and then, sometimes I might just say, look, I haven't really got enough time right now. Do you mind if I just have a shower, get changed at your joint, and I would rock up in my high vis, in my steel caps, with my overnight bag, ready to have a shower and get changed. So I've rocked up in my tradie clothes before.
Wow. And so this first lady, like, when was it first decided when you were going to exchange money for spending time with her?
When she turned around and said it was an arrangement. So
did you have feelings for her?
Yeah, well, I thought we were dating, and then she flipped
said,
around and said that. So I was like,
I'm just going to have you around. I don't want to date you. I just think...
Yeah, she's like, I'm comfortable just having what we have here. And yeah.
And she was just chucking you a few bucks every time you catch up, or what was the deal?
It started off like, grab a new shirt or grab a suit. Or
she was paying for your clothes.
You're just like, I was like, what's wrong with this? I thought I dressed all right.
Come on, guys.
We live in Melbourne.
Girls that are watching or listening to this, you know, you've all been there. Someone you've been in a relationship with, they're buying you stuff all the time, and you're thinking, this is kind of good, but you're not really that into it. You kind of did the same job as Hamish here. Would you agree?
Look, each to their own. I wasn't really doing a job or anything like that, but it eventuated into a profession. So, and I feel like I do my job quite professionally.
Yes, well, it sounds like it. So, what did you end up earning from this girl, from this lady? Like I mean, you got T-shirts and clothes and stuff like that from her. But when it came down to the thick of things,
when it came down to the end of it, she started just paying me.
Well, so what was the first amount of money? Was it like $50 or was it $1,000?
Honestly, mate, it was like 6 years ago. I can't even remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so now, what does the average male escort earn? Because I've done a little bit of research.
The average?
And there's a few out there that do radio interviews, and one in the US has his own show. I can't remember what his name is, but he charges anywhere up to $8,000 US for a weekend.
Yep. So purely just on an hourly basis, it runs anywhere from about 100, 150 up to maybe say 800 for maybe if a couple wants to book, then yeah, up to $800 for 1 hour.
Where do you figure out the price difference? Is it what they can afford, or whether or not they're hot and you might want to go?
It's pretty much.
Or she's a big fatty.
Everyone just
smells. You're not going to go there.
Everyone just wants to put in what they think that they're worth and all this and that. So it's quite hard to do that, to look at yourself and say, how do I put a price on me? Like, I don't know how to do this. And by the time I was coming into the industry, I saw that everyone was down at this like 100, 150, 200, but I was already making more than that. I wasn't going to drop my price lower.
So you're a premium escort. So if you were to put it in line with like a grocery stores, would you be Coles or Woolies male escort, or would you be like a Harris Farmers Market?
Oh, mate, you can't go past Coles or Woolworths.
I'm the voice of Coles. If you go into Coles,
okay, Coles then.
You hear me go, "Hi, welcome to Coles. 2-pack of toilet tissue, only $3.99 in the toiletries aisle now." Hey, you got to make a buck where you can, people. That's what this guy does. Makes a buck where he can, and it sounds like he's doing a great job of it. I noticed on your Instagram you've got a few quotes from customers, and you had a little sign on your Instagram. I think your Instagram's at Hamish James, is it?
Hamish James Melbourne.
Yeah. And it said, "Hey, Sydney trip coming up." So you're just letting all the ladies know.
Yeah, just letting everyone know.
Who are the girls that put the quotes on there? And like one of them said, you have the sensual feeling of a woman and the touch of a man, or something like that.
I can't actually remember all the quotes that are on there, but they're actually testimonials from clients that I already have, just to let everyone know what they're installed for, pretty much. Okay,
so you don't promise sex. That's not part of the deal, or is it always sex involved?
Look, it's in there. Like, that's my job, to a certain degree. But in saying that, it's not always about the sex. It's about going out, having fun. If someone's finding hard to get into the dating scene, it's breaking that barrier. There's like so many different things about it rather than just sex. But sometimes it can be just sex.
So you say that. What are these women like? Are they women who are not very confident? They have a bit of anxiety. They're just trying to get back in the dating scene. Maybe they just broke up with their husband or their boyfriend.
It's anything, mate, to tell you the honest truth.
Tell us a success story.
Success story. I'm just trying to think. Just got back from Europe, and yeah, my client was like, thought it'd be an amazing trip, blah, blah, blah. But in fact, it was actually even better than that. So
Really?
to know that I exceeded her thoughts of it being a really good trip.
Was she a regular client or was that the first time?
Yeah, regular client. So look, when you get feedback like that, when you finished like going away for like 25 days or something, I think it was.
Wow.
Like I just, bit of a pat on the back.
And so what do you do? Does she tell you what you have to do every day, or do you have to sit in the hotel room and wait for her?
I don't know.
Go out, play tennis? Do you massage her?
What do you do with your mates? What do you do when you're trying to figure out what to do? You sort of sit down, you have a plan. Like when you're going away though, you have a bit of an itinerary. So, but just each day, you sort of wake up, you figure out what you guys want to do for the day, sort of just work it out from there.
So when does the sex come into it? And do you have to take any pills to get yourself going?
Nah, no pills for me. I'm pretty sweet. I'm in my 20s, mate.
Your fingers and boom, there it goes.
Well, I don't have to click my fingers, but
it takes a little working.
Yeah.
Do you have to close your eyes and think of someone else, or you can just open your eyes and go, all right, I'm earning some money here. Let's get this baby going.
Nah, not like that. I tend to find the beauty within each individual. So whether it's a couple, I know, but that's my little way of
such a sweetheart. Oh, sorry, just realised where I was.
But yeah, so finding something about each individual, whether it be, I don't know, the laugh, the way that you guys kick back and just really chilled, or I don't know, anything from there to in the bedroom.
How many women do you reckon you've slept with?
I don't count, mate, to tell you the honest truth. So I'd have no idea.
Would it be in the hundreds, thousands?
I'd say less than 1,000, definitely.
just under 1,000?
Yeah, under 1,000.
Wow. That's crazy. How old were you when you lost your virginity?
I was in my teens, so mid-teens, 15, 16, normal sort of age.
Okay, wow. And so you go all right in the sack. You got some good reviews on your Instagram.
Yeah, I got some reviews. That's pretty much as far as I'll go.
And so what about some of these women who pay for your services? Do they go, okay, come on, buddy, you're on the clock here. I'd like another one, please.
Once in a blue moon, I'll say that. Yeah, once in a blue moon, might get carried away with the night and how much fun we're having, and then all of a sudden we'll go, oh, quick, let's do this.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
And so, because I mean, a lot of guys out
either
there,
that or just let's just leave it until tomorrow morning and we'll just have a good night. And
do you say that? And they go, no,
yeah, you can stay the night. Yeah.
But if you don't feel like sex, you can go, no, I don't feel like it.
No, I'm always
pretty
good for it. I'm always pretty sweet with it.
Like even if like there's some nympho that's hiring you for the night, like what's the most times you've had to do it in one night?
Most times, I don't even know.
5 times,
maybe
10,
3, 4,
3 or 4.
Yeah, I think
it's not too bad. Asking for a friend. How long do you go for?
Sometimes it's a blessing and a curse, but I can go anywhere from 20 minutes to over an hour.
And so, do you? Is you obliged to make sure they have an orgasm first?
Look, ladies first. That's my motto.
Right. And do they have to pay extra for you to go down on them?
No, that's part of my service.
Part of the action?
Yeah. What
about anal? Do they ask for that?
Don't really have many requests for that, but it has been asked, yes.
So you'll do it?
Yeah.
Not a fan, but you'll do it.
Look, I don't know, just away from the nitty gritty, but there's a place for it. There's a place for everything. So if someone wants that, then I'm happy to fulfill that.
Well, so what's the advice you give to anyone out there that's watching right now, thinking, this could be a career for me? I might actually have a crack at this.
Honestly, research, safety, like sexual safety, and just be yourself.
So when you say sexual safety, you use a condom every time?
Condom, regular health checks. Just make sure everything's all in order.
What about checking up on them? Because you never know if they're condom.
Yeah.
Do you like demand a blood test or something like that?
You don't have to demand a blood test.
Do you go down there and have a little look?
Look, mate, if anything doesn't look right, then just
you say, hey,
something.
babe.
Oh, it's same with if anyone's going on just the date in general.
So have you had that happen? You gone, excuse me,
no.
It looks like you got a bit of a crab farm going on down here.
No, not really. Like women are pretty sweet. They look after themselves.
What about if it's like, oh my God, you go down on them and you're like, oh geez, I'm gonna have to use the cocky tongue?
No. It doesn't happen. Women, as I said, women look after themselves.
You know what the cocky tongue is?
What's that?
You don't know the cocky tongue? Really? I thought this was your business. I thought you'd know. But I'm actually going to teach
I don't know if I want you to teach
a male
me.
gigolo what the cocky tongue is. Well, if you go down there, please, if Mum, I warned you about watching this. If you go down, you just do this. You're like a cocky. You know, a cocky's got that little dry tongue. You just use your finger instead. And you pretend.
Nah, don't fake it until you make it like that.
What's the weirdest sexual thing that someone's made you do?
I don't know. Nothing really seems
Really?
weird to me. Yeah.
Not like a felching, strawberry snowball.
No, nothing like that.
Anything random like someone. What about urinating? Anyone ask you to watch you do
a bit of
something?
water sports maybe. Yeah. Bit of water sports every now and
Really?
then.
Are you kidding me?
Just depends as to
So
who wants
a
to.
woman asked you to wee on her.
Oh no, not like that. But if anyone wants to do water sports or anything like that, all my services are listed up on my.
Is that what they call it?
Advertising.
Water sports.
Yeah, water sports.
That's a nice way of saying pee
Yeah.
on me.
Oh, it can be squirting. So
Oh, because some girls are squirters.
yeah,
Yeah. Have you had a few squirters in your time?
once in a blue moon.
So when they squirt, it can fully hit the wall. Some of them.
Sharpshooters.
I don't know. You've met a few sharpshooters in your time.
Nah. Nah. Look, it just depends on the person, and as to if they do it or not,
And so,
or if you can make them do it.
we talked about dressing up before. What about dressing up like superheroes or
A bit of role play.
Yeah, a bit of role play, a bit of cosplay.
No cosplay yet. I don't know. I think maybe a teacher in detention, schoolgirl thing.
Also,
I've done that one before. Yeah.
So you had to be the schoolgirl or the
I
teacher?
was the principal.
So talk us through that. What happened?
Pretty much, she got in trouble, got detention.
What'd you
and
say?
It's like, you're in trouble. You have detention now.
But what did you make out? What did you pretend she did?
I can't even remember.
Said,
This
"Yo,
was
you've been a
quite
bad
while
girl."
ago. It was years ago.
Just that, bad sort of porn talk, I suppose.
Nah, it's like acting. That
As
role play is like acting.
has anyone ever asked you to shoot the action, like film it?
To film it, no, I don't offer filming, but there's a couple of people out there that do.
Oh,
So a couple of people that are porn stars. But yeah, I haven't really.
I went to Larry Flint's bar in Las Vegas. Have you heard?
Oh, yeah.
You know Larry.
How was
Flint?
that?
Yeah, and Hustler magazine. He's got this giant gold penis that you put money in and you can ride. It's like a
bucking
kid's toy outside
one of those.
outside
Yeah.
a supermarket. And I was talking to one of the bouncers there because it was a friend of a friend, and he said most of the girls that worked there behind the bar were porn stars,
Oh, yeah.
and the money that they got was pretty crap. And the guys actually earned a lot more money. Have you ever thought of doing porn or anything like that?
If I
But they
were,
weren't hookers. You couldn't pay them for sex. But if you pay them and said, "Listen, I'm a porn film producer. I want to put you in the film," then they'd be interested in that.
Oh, okay. Little words around the thing.
Is this a stepping stone to porn?
I probably wouldn't do porn unless it was the mainstream in the US, where the pay is sort of more worth it in a sense, whereas the porn industry isn't as big as what the escorting is for me, and that's purely just for me. Like, it doesn't mean anything about anyone else. But porn stars can make a good living anywhere in the world.
Wow.
Yep.
And so you have to have a big cock as a porn star. Like Ron Jeremy, he had a huge dick, didn't he? And he had good stamina. Do you have a large wang?
I got a normal size, I would say.
How big would you say?
I don't know. No, I'm joking.
Well, a girl once said to me, "Long and thin, too far in. Short and thick, just the trick." It's all about the girth.
The
Apparently.
girth. Oh.
How's your girth?
Yeah, just,
Our home is
just
girth
normal.
by sea.
Yeah, it's in the national anthem.
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, just normal, mate. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
normal.
it's normal.
Normal, but I know how to use it, so that's how it is at the end of the
So,
day.
are you saying it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean?
I think all of it has a bit of a play.
Because
Yeah.
I might have a small nail, but I've got 90 kilos to hammer it in with.
Look, if it does the trick, then yeah. If you know how to use your equipment.
Have you ever accidentally, like, oops, sorry, spoil spurt,
Oh, it came too
ended
early.
the game too early, and they wanted a refund?
It happened when I was in my late teens.
No, but you weren't being paid. then.
I wasn't being paid then, but that's the only time it's ever really happened.
I'm good at sex. I'm good
Yeah?
at sex. Yeah, I'm getting it down to a minute.
I think it's the opposite.
Oh,
Record is the other way. Or you could get both.
my
Just start
girlfriend
with the
calls me a
quickest.
spoil spurt.
Spoil
And
spurt.
Last time we were having sex, she said, "This is great, wasn't it?"
Oh,
So, any advice for young men out there that might be watching this, going, "Okay, well, this guy is an expert, knows what he's doing. I want to be able to treat my woman a little bit better. I want to attract the ladies. I want to keep this girl that I'm with, or maybe satisfy that lady a little bit more." What kind of advice would you give to the people out there?
I don't know. Just think, just be a gentleman and a scholar. Also be yourself, because faking it doesn't get you anywhere. And yeah, just treat her like a queen or a princess.
Treat her like a princess.
Yeah.
In what way? Open the car door, chivalry.
Chivalry.
Women appreciate that.
Yep, definitely.
Are
And
you-
chivalry is dead, just to let everyone know out there.
It is dead.
Yeah, so
They don't even
guys,
like you
come
doing
on.
it.
Guys, come on. You need to
Bring it back.
Bring it back. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah,
And I hear that all the time too.
I open the door for my my girlfriend.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, quite
Yep.
often. For her to leave when she annoys the shit out of me. No, I'm joking. No, I think it's nice to open the door for a woman, for to offer to pour them a drink and all that kind of stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a courtesy thing. And
Yeah, definitely.
And do you think because you think chivalry's dying because feminists out there are wanting so many things equal as men, and men we need to get the same as men in this, same pay, same this, same that. You know what I mean?
I think
Equality is what people
I
are
think
demanding,
there
and
should
so
be-
they should get it. And it's
should they
illegal to
sh-
pay
so they
anyone less.
Yeah, exactly right.
So-
So, look, I don't know. I just think that guys just need to be a bit more aware and just make sure that everything is going pretty well. So, if you just get in there, open the door, just those small things, it does wonders. And then even from there, I don't know, take a silver service lesson.
A silver
service lesson.
What's a silver service lesson?
So I don't know, just pouring the champagne nicely.
Did
for
you have one
her.
of those lessons? Did you?
No, I watched a lot of TV. But
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
you thought, watching a lot of TV. So
watched a lot of TV, so sort of learn a couple of things here and there. So always forever learning, and yeah, no one's perfect. So always be learning. So I won't say that I'm perfection, but I'll always say that I will be learning.
Right. Have you
Yeah.
ever learnt anything from your clients?
Oh, all the time. So I learn like intellectual things. I learn anything that is like sort of pub ammo, stuff that you might not know. You go, oh, wow, cool.
So you got to be like a radio DJ in the sense where you know a little bit about everything.
Not
'Cause
so
your
much.
conversation skills have to be amazing, don't they?
Yeah, you have to be pretty on point. But look, at the end of the day, like if you're there to have fun and for them to enjoy themselves and have fun,
Yeah.
I don't think you really need to try too hard with that, because it should just roll.
So how many regular clients would you have that just keep coming back every week?
I have a fair few, so
Really?
yeah,
So like 10, 20?
yeah, something like that.
He doesn't want to divulge that information. Do you think
Yeah.
any of them might watch this interview?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Hey guys.
Hello, ladies. Wow, this is a real eye opener for me.
Yeah.
And I actually never thought that I'd be sitting in my own bed in my own house with a male escort. What do your parents think?
My parents are actually pretty cool. So they said as long as what you're doing is to a professional level, then that's okay.
But what do they claim is a professional?
Oh no, I
level?
told them what I did. they're like, oh, okay, yeah. I don't think
So-
they were quite surprised with it.
How was it when you're telling your parents who thought, oh, this is our son, he's probably going to grow up to be a doctor or a lawyer, and you said, guys, I'm a male escort. How did you tell them? Talk us through it. Were you out to dinner? Were you at home? Did you just send them a text message? By the way, I'm trying this out.
I did the rock up in the hire car from a weekend away. One of my clients said, yeah, just keep the car for the weekend because it doesn't have to be back until Monday or whatever. So went over to my old man's and I had an interview coming out on the project. So that was
Oh, yeah, you went on the project.
I was on the project. So
Was that live or recorded?
that was pre-recorded.
Yeah.
So-
They like doing that on the project so they can say
Yeah.
whatever they want and make you look like an
Yeah,
idiot.
exactly.
Did they try and make
No,
you
they
look
were
like
pretty
an
cool.
idiot?
They were
All
alright. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Worst show on television.
Fake news. but yeah, so yeah, that was sweet, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to tell my folks. My sister already knows, so I went to my old man's, picked him up, said jump in the car. He's like, whose car is this? And I was like, oh, just jump in, mate. We're going out for dinner, so I took him out for tea, just a local place around the corner from his place, and yeah, I told him, showed him my website, hamishjames.com, and yeah, I said this is what I've been up to. I haven't been bludging and not working in my tiling. I actually stopped my tiling trade work to pick this up full time. So I've been full time for maybe 3.5, 4 years nearly.
Wow.
So,
and what did he say? What was his reaction?
Cool. Great. That's fine.
He laugh?
Yeah, he laughed. He was laughing. He's like, oh, wow. He's like, I'm actually proud of you. And yeah, and I said to my mum, and my sister was back home visiting, and I said, hey, am I on loudspeaker? Get my sister over. She's going to pull up my website. So she pulled up my website. My mum's like, what am I looking at? And I said, look, just done an interview. It's going on TV. I just thought I'd give you the official heads up. This is what I do for work. Don't be too shocked. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, at least you're doing something good with yourself. Like, you're not.
What?
Yeah. So she thought,
your parents are just like,
I've got good
cool.
intentions. That's the thing. And they know that. So
They know you're a gentleman.
yeah, exactly right. And I'm doing what I can to help women of Australia or the world to fulfill something or to find that new path or whatever it is.
He's giving it to society. Giving back to society.
Giving back to society. And that's what we're doing tonight as well. So
yeah, donating money to the Charlie Tier Foundation, and thank you to everyone who's bid. That's going to be really exciting. Hey,
Yep.
have you ever had a girlfriend while you've been doing this job? And is it the kind of job where you can have a girlfriend? And did they get jealous?
Look, yeah, I think it's totally doable. I have in the past.
Good choice of words.
I have in the past, and yeah, that was sweet. But yeah, jealousy kicks in, and stuff like that. So I don't know, each to their own. But yeah, just depends as to what each other wants.
So what happened when you tell us when you had a girlfriend and
I've been told to stop once.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What
And I was
then?
like,
how did that work?
I was like, no, I can't. I'm not doing that.
So she knew that you were doing it, and she thought, I'll just go along with it for a while.
And then and
then like down the track, she's gone, you know what?
Yeah, no.
I know I said
But
it was
look,
okay.
that's fine.
but-
I said I don't think I'm for you. So that's cool.
Because you're for everybody. Your cock is community property.
Not so much like that, but
That's a song. It's a song by these guys. Have you heard of Steel Panther?
yep.
Yeah, they have the song Community Property. So I was doing a bit of research and looking at some other male gigolos that are out there that do it for a living. And some of them insure their private parts.
Oh yeah, the porn stars in the US. There's a guy that insured his privates for I think it was $1 million.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is he a porn star? I thought that.
I thought there was
he was
a
just a
porn
male
star.
gigolo.
Was he? I can't recall.
Yeah,
Not really.
I can't remember what his name was, but yeah, there was a guy that he reckons he's insured his wang for theft, for breakage.
Well, mate, if you got to do that, then you're definitely overusing it, or you're doing something wrong.
So you don't have any insurance?
No.
Do you have to do public liability insurance or anything, just in case you're taking someone out on a date and they trip over and they blame you? They break a leg or knock a tooth out.
No, but don't give anyone any ideas.
Public liability. It could be a problem.
I'd try and catch him anyway.
Have you ever done an injury? Because I got a mate, Dean, and he
work
sometimes
injury?
gives himself a hernia from when he's stooping his wife.
Really? Oh. No, tell him to get that checked out.
That could just be an excuse because he doesn't really want to do it so much. I imagine she could be quite demanding.
Workplace. Nah. Look, honestly, I've learnt to just look after myself. Really, at the end of the day, your health and well-being is what you're mainly looking after while you're also working. It's the same as when I was a tradesman. You'd have your PPE, which is your
PP what?
PPE. So it's your personal protective equipment.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So lube, condoms, bit of aftershave as well, and some deodorant. Bam.
Is this a fulfilling job?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Why do you feel so fulfilled?
Oh, just whenever I see someone with a big smile on their face after we've had an amazing time together, or I don't know, it just depends as to each individual. But yeah, like if someone's happy that they've seen me, I'm over the moon. Like, and yeah, words can't even explain how good it is when someone is like, I don't know, stuck in a rut on stupid Tinder dating or something, and they have like one nice good date with me out and about, having dinner, drinks, back to the hotel or to their house. And I tell you what, yeah, it is really rewarding.
What's the weirdest date that you've ever been out on?
Weirdest date?
Like someone took you to Macca's, and then they took you to watch some weird porn in the back of a strip club, or
nothing too weird.
No, nothing weird.
Nothing weird. There's some cool ones. Like, I like going to the arcade myself. I sort of see myself as a big kid, so the arcade's always a good fun one, especially a good icebreaker on a first date too, for anyone out there. Yeah, that's always fun. But the escape rooms, have you ever heard of them? They're pretty interesting. Yeah.
You've done a few of them?
Yeah, I've done a few of them. They're pretty cool. So I wouldn't say it's weird, but I reckon it's pretty cool.
So what do they do? Say, oh, it looks like we're stuck in this room.
Oh no!
I don't think we could get out.
Yeah, no, we can't get out. Oh damn!
I think we're stuck in here. You might have to take your clothes off.
No, they're really fun.
How often is it that they just want to talk and then they don't want any action? On a ratio 50-50, or is it like 90%?
Nah, not all the time, but look, there is a majority part of this job as a companion.
Yeah.
Not so much just sex fiend, bedroom play toy, you know. So
he described himself as a sex fiend.
Maybe cut that.
Bedroom play toy.
Maybe cut
Ladies
that
and
one.
gentlemen, my name is Mike Goldman. Welcome to On the Mic, and we're interviewing sex fiend, bedroom play toy, Hamish James.
Maybe cut that one.
Mate, that sounds cool. I mean, that's a nice way to see it, that you're just helping people feel good about themselves. And
yep.
I guess there might be some women out there that have been going through a breakup. They've just been divorced.
Yep.
They don't know how to date again. Have you ever been in that situation where you've had to help someone get their confidence back? Oh,
definitely. Everyone's always fighting through confidence levels, whether it be overconfident, underconfident, and yeah, I've had that once before, and it's very rewarding to bring that person up to a level where they can go out and do whatever they want. They can go to a bar and chat to a guy. They can go buy a guy a drink or have a drink bought for them, and yeah, totally be out there in the world again.
So is it a certain age demographic that you'll find these women? Is it your age, or is it younger, or is it older?
It's any age from 18 asking for ID up to...
So you've been hired by an 18-year-old. How old are you?
No, not 18. But yeah, the low 20 marks, yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
28. So a girl, 21-year-old girl's hired you for the night?
Yep.
What, it's just for fun, or was it... What was that story?
That was actually with her partner, so they wanted to have someone join in.
What do you do with the partner thing?
So all focus is on the woman, and yeah, so it's also another rewarding thing as well when you can see that two people care about each other and love each other so much that they can share each other in that sense. And now in the 21st century, that's sort of a bit of a normal thing. That I've seen.
Now's as good a time as any to introduce you to my girlfriend. Bianca, come in, we're ready. Darling? No, I'm joking. We hired someone else earlier. We were a bit late, so we were in a hurry. So people are hiring you to have a threesome, basically.
Yep.
Because the woman might say, you know, I've been with you for a couple of years. I want to be with another man, but sexually, I love you and I want to be with you, and I like having sex with you, but I still want to have someone else. Or maybe they just want to have a threesome for the first time and the only time in their life before they get married, or something like that.
There's lots of fantasies. Everyone has a fantasy that they always think about or that they've always wanted. And if someone in a relationship can open up and say something and they can figure it out how to make it work, then like whether it's have a guy join in with them, or for them to both go off and do their own thing, or whether it's they each individually have someone else.
So has it ever happened that the dude just sits in the corner and watches you get it on with his wife?
Look, it hasn't I won't say it hasn't happened before, but look, in that sort of scenario, it's whatever they want. I'm quite confident that I can sort of work my way around what they want, rather than sort of just think, oh, okay, cool, they just want me to join in. Whereas sometimes it'll end up as just them.
Just
and
them?
I'll be like, yeah, just them.
And what do you do? Just sit there and go,
I'm not,
good work, guys.
like, yep,
you
cool.
might want to, sir, just lift your bum up a little bit and just maybe just double time a little bit. You're like a snail. You're like a slug. You're like a sloth. Maybe think a little bit more monkey.
No, it's sort of like, I don't know, if you and your partner had someone join in and then you guys ended up not really wanting that and just getting back into the unconditional love that you guys have for each other. And yeah, and then that's my job done.
Who calls you in that situation? Is it the dude or the girl?
It could be either or both. Or
so the dude, what does the dude say when he rings up? G'day, mate, I just want to hire you for myself and my wife.
It's all formal. So
the dude,
email, text
because if
message.
I was doing it and I had to do it to just keep my girlfriend, which I hope never happens, because we have an amazing sex life, don't we, darling? I would say, can you come over? I'll pay you. I'll give you a little bit extra just to be really shit.
I haven't had that. But I wouldn't be able to play down my job.
Well, you say you
but I wouldn't outshine.
Wouldn't
I
hold
wouldn't
back
outshine.
on his ability.
I wouldn't hold back, but I wouldn't outshine. So
okay,
yeah.
So that's true.
So it's sort of balancing.
So you go, I'm not just going to get in there and give this girl the biggest animal fuck she's ever had in her life.
I might not be what she wants.
I'm just gonna, so you go in with the husband and the wife and you sort of catch the vibe and go,
yeah,
all right, why don't you start out, sir, and I'll just I'll do a bit of massaging or
yeah. So it's sort of like you just work out what each individual is looking for. You can sort of feel what they do and don't want, sort of thing, just from meeting them. Really, you can, and having a simple discussion as well, if that is the case. Because sometimes I'll sit down for drinks at a bar or something with them, and I'll say, "So, what are you guys thinking about for our evening?" And this and that. So,
right,
yeah,
okay. What's the oldest woman that you've ever had to take out on a date?
Oh, isn't it rude to ask a woman's age? So
yeah, but nobody knows. We're not saying any names.
I don't kiss and tell. So
what? So is it 80s, 90s, over 100?
Look, I haven't seen a woman that looks any age over 40.
So, but if someone wanted to hire you, what's the oldest you would go? Like, if someone said, I want to hire you for the night and give my nan a really good bang, and she's 92.
I probably wouldn't write back to that email.
You wouldn't write back?
Because they wouldn't say it like that. They wouldn't say, right back to my...
my nana wants a beautiful evening with a young man who'll massage her and go down on her for an hour.
Well, my assistant takes care of all my inquiries, so she would be the one
She would sift out the bullshit.
Yes, pretty much. So,
you ever have any ridiculous inquiries you had to knock back?
Oh, look, mate, I've got an assistant to deal with that now. So
Is that Deb?
This is Olivia.
Olivia, right.
Olivia. So Olivia, she's
I only know this not because I'm a customer. I know this because
He's a regular.
I had to speak. He's got an assistant and a publicist who I had to speak to get this interview.
Yeah. So look, they sift through all the bullshit really, and it's really good. I can just focus on doing my job rather than be stressed out about all these silly things that are coming in on my phone or email or whatever, or phone calls, and I can just focus, work, and be in my zone. So it's a good team.
This is something that I was curious about, and I wanted to save it towards the end. Lesbians. Any girls hired you? Like 2 girls?
Lesbian couple? No lesbian couple.
We need a hired dick. Let's get this Hamish James from Melbourne in.
No, I haven't had that happen yet.
No.
But look, yep, there's only the future.
You? That would piss me off. If I was doing that job, I'd be like, why aren't I getting any calls from just girls?
Look, each their own. So yeah, like because in this day and age now, there's a lot more women that are open about being lesbian, but there are some people that are bi. So it wouldn't take it past me if a couple did say it's only us 2 women, and we would like you to join.
You would. Why not?
As our partnership is more than just us.
So I've got this lesbian girlfriend of mine, and she went to the gynecologist the other day. The gynecologist said, "You have got the cleanest vagina I've ever seen in my life." Wow. And she said, "Yeah, I know. I get a lady in twice a week."
Let's go.
Hamish James, thank you so much for being on the mic and
cheers, mate.
Getting into my bed and having a little chat about all things male escort, male gigolo, and giving us a little window into your life. You've actually revealed a lot more than I thought you would. So I really appreciate you for your openness and for having a chat about this. If people want to contact you, your personal assistant, your PR agent, or hire you, can they just contact you on your Instagram account, or what's the best way to get in touch? You got a website too.
Instagram, Hamish James Melbourne. There's Facebook. There's Twitter, Hamish James AU, and there's also hamishjames.com. And all those platforms. If it's not my assistant, I can point you in the right direction to my assistant to figure out what it is that you might want. So yeah, well, cheers heaps.
Figure out what it is that you want, and he can sort you out.
And if not, then we can just have a nice night out. So yeah, well, tonight we've got a nice night out anyways.
Well, not us together alone.
Everyone that's
we're doing a fundraiser for the Mongol Rally, and we'll let you know how that goes. At the moment, the bidding for this guy is up to around $1,500. So thank you very much to the young lady out there who bid on you, and that is an absolutely amazing gesture. Every single cent goes to the Charlie Teo Foundation. If you want to donate to the Mongol Rally Men, it's Charlie Teo Foundation is for brain cancer research and to help people affected. Just go to everydayhero.com/Mongol Rally Men and get involved. And please rate us. If you've watched this whole interview, you've listened to it on iTunes or seen it on YouTube or whatever, please give us a rating, give us a comment, give us a like, because, we're making this show for free. There's no sponsors or anything like that. So getting it out there is much appreciated. And follow the Mongol Rally Men as well on the crazy trip through Mongolia, from London. Hamish James on the mic.